Coeur d'Alene's like a high-end happy medium. For a person who wants to be away from everything basically and wants to have their freedom, but yet they want to have nice restaurants, nice places to go. I saw the drug addicts that lived underneath those bridges. I saw things in Boise that I thought, wow, what happened? I asked my friends that had been there for years, I reunited with, what happened to Boise? And we just let the wrong people in.
One of the toughest challenges of moving to Idaho is deciding which lifestyle you're going to choose. The ultra-convenient city life that Boise has to offer, or the more rural, surrounded by nature, small town life that North Idaho offers. Seems like a no-brainer since they are totally different, but more and more people are realizing they're getting that answer wrong. And that can become a huge bummer when you have to pack up all your things and move again to be in the right place. So we're interviewing some friends of ours that had to do just that. Joe and Christy are actually natives to Idaho. Born in Payette, just 2 hours outside of Boise, they both left Idaho for their careers, but decided to move back to Boise a little over a decade ago. But what they discovered is Boise was changing.
Things changed in Boise. You know, it was a small city, but it was still inviting and a great family city. But it changed with the people moving in and it growing too big before they had enough infrastructure for it, for one. But for two, I think the politics changed tremendously.
To try and make Boise work for them, they decided to buy a second home near their childhood town in Meadows, Idaho, but quickly realized that was not going to work long term.
In 24, 48 hours, we could get 3 feet of snow in a snowstorm there.
We were looking at snow piles of 8 feet up there 6 months out of the year.
So they ultimately decided to look north and discovered exactly what they were looking for in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
I think Coeur d'Alene is a little bit of the old Boise, a little bit of McCall, and all of Idaho.
And for those of you who are maybe just starting to learn about Idaho and aren't super familiar with it, here's the areas we are talking about. Boise, Idaho is in the southwestern part of the state. It sits in Ada County, where 25% of the population of Idaho lives, about 550,000 people. It's the biggest city in Idaho by far, and just like most cities, it has its problems. Coeur d'Alene is in the northern part of the state, known as Idaho's Panhandle. See how Idaho looks like a misshapen pan? It sits in Kootenai County, where only 188,000 people live. Coeur d'Alene is surrounded by mountains and wilderness, while Boise is in what's known as high mountain desert. They're about 8 hours apart if you drive, and as you're learning, they are nothing alike. And just 2 hours north of Boise is McCall, Idaho. McCall only has about 4,100 people in it, but it sits in Valley County with 12,000. It's surrounded by mountains and wilderness and has the beautiful Lake Payette. We're gonna keep going through this interview to hear from the folks that have lived in both Boise and Coeur d'Alene so you can get firsthand information from the people who have experienced living in both places. That way you can stop biting your nails trying to decide which place is gonna be right for you. At the end, they'll even share how to quickly fit in once you move here and keep Idaho a great place to live. And for those of you who are wondering, my name is Trent, and on this channel we talk about what it's like living, eating, working, and playing here in Idaho. So if that is something you are interested in, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos that we're coming out with. And if you are interested in moving to Idaho, feel free to reach out at the phone number or email address listed below, or you can scan this QR code to schedule a call with me or my team. We can put together a custom list of areas here in Idaho that fit your needs and wants, so you only have to load that moving truck once versus 2 or 3 times. When you moved to Boise, did you ever picture yourself leaving?
I don't think we thought about it, but I know that we definitely would have left no matter what. But I definitely know that we wanted more. I think that, you know, it just didn't offer. You'd have to drive. We did all the hikes there. I mean, even on the weekends we'd go.
Oh yeah, all the foothills.
Foothills, and we did that, and then, you know, you just recurring doing them all the time, and we just wanted more.
Yeah.
More opportunities to do different things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so the political happened and everything else changed, and it just wasn't our lifestyle anymore.
Yeah, what did you love about Boise when you first moved there?
The foothills, it's still a recreational mecca. I mean, there's
nice.
riding. I mean, you go out to Emmett, they've got a track, a dirt bike track there. You go down to Clay Peak motorcycle track. I cut my teeth when I was 5 years old riding back what we call the valley.
Yeah. What ultimately made you decide that Boise wasn't going to be the place that you guys stay forever and you started looking somewhere else in Idaho?
Things changed in Boise. You know, it was a small city, but it was still inviting and a great family city. But it changed with the people moving in and it growing too big. I think the politics changed tremendously with the campgrounds on city streets and things like that, and it was just really different, and you just didn't feel safe.
So it started to kind of reflect the bigger city life that you weren't expecting to have down in Boise.
It changed because the people that moved there.
It got big. With big comes all of that, but you had issues. How much of this let's allow or let's defund or this can we do before you start wrecking? And I saw the drug addicts that lived underneath those bridges. I saw things in Boise that I thought, wow, what happened?
So how long have you guys had a house? You still have a house in New Meadows?
We do.
And how long have you guys been living there, and what drew you to New Meadows?
Well, we recreated in McCall as kids all the time. And so that was an easy go-to for us. We had a condo up there, decided we needed more room and wanted to have a little space. So New Meadows is a bedroom community to McCall. Perfect little area, more quiet. You can get away and have some peace and quiet there. And believe it or not, there's a lot of hustle and bustle in McCall, Idaho.
Oh, I know. I've spent some time down there, and during the busy season, man,
it's busy.
It is.
It's really busy.
Yeah.
And it's great, but New Meadows is wonderful because you can go there, enjoy it, and then leave and have your peace and quiet.
What stood out about Coeur d'Alene that you decided you're not just going to stay in New Meadows, but you want to be up here?
First of all, it has a lot less snow
Yeah.
than what we're used to. In 24, 48 hours, we could get 3 feet of snow in a snowstorm there.
Yeah, McCall gets dumped on. It's like the Tahoe of Idaho down there.
But honestly, there's a lot more to do here year-round because you can get outside, whereas you can't get out as much up there due to the amount of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's close. I mean, everything here is close, and we like it, but we're not in the city limits, which is really quite nice. We're in the county, which is great because we still have the serenity, you know, some acreage, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then we're able to go and take a walk along the lake or go for a little hike here and there, you know, thousands and thousands of places to go.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot more than McCall.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot more trails and it's a little more developed with the public land. I mean, I haven't spent that much time in McCall. I mostly go down there to do some snowmobiling or some snowboarding on the mountain. But that is one thing I love about up here is I'm still discovering places. And especially now that I've gotten back into dirt biking, I'm like, oh, this is the real Idaho when you get outside of town. What were the biggest surprises from moving from Boise up to a little more rural spot here in North Idaho?
I didn't have shopping.
Yeah.
There we didn't, right? We had to drive.
We had to drive anytime I wanted to go shopping,
Yeah.
which is fine. You just learn how to deal with it.
Helps you save money.
Sure.
What do you guys think of the medical system up here?
Yeah, when you compare it to other places,
Yeah.
Correct.
like McCall, this is
Light years.
Okay.
very good.
Light years ahead. And even when you're comparing it to
when
Kootenai or
Boise? What
now
about Boise?
No, McCall.
Boise has some pretty good. There's comparison basically.
Yeah.
It's
But-
comparable.
So yeah, when you compare Coeur d'Alene's, you know, with Boise, it's definitely gonna you know, that's a lot of competition for them. But we hear more good than bad out of basically bottom line with Coeur d'Alene being a good basic healthcare place.
What did you learn from living in New Meadows that helped you prepare to live in North Idaho?
We learned that we wanted to be closer to things and not have to drive as far. We enjoyed the rural lifestyle, but we lived there full time. And a lot of people only do it part-time or as a vacation home, which a lot of people, and it's great to do that. But we wanted to have something where we had open space, which is the rural life for us, and still be able to work on the house and run into, I mean, he's a great mechanic, and if he wants to go in and grab some parts and work on the trucks or the trailers, we have that opportunity, and within 20 minutes we're there.
Yeah.
And it's great.
How does Coeur d'Alene compare to Boise in terms of community, people, and culture?
I think comparing it right now,
Yeah.
it's vastly different because it is more of a melting pot, and a lot of different people from a lot of different areas with a lot of different ideas. And I think that Coeur d'Alene has stayed true to the Idaho way of life, a lot more friendly. Sure, you're gonna have a little traffic, but people are kind and they'll let you in. Whereas in Boise, it's very different. You know, it's not the friendly lifestyle there. And you still have the opportunity with restaurants and, you know, great places to go, but it's just the Idaho life is here in Coeur d'Alene.
I think I already know the answer to this, but do you feel safer here in North Idaho than you did down in Boise?
Absolutely.
Yeah? In what way? Just being downtown, being at home, or in all ways?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah. We came from basically a gated community in New Meadows, which we felt very safe. It's equal to the safe feeling that we have here. When we even go down to visit in Boise, it's more of you're way more alert than I ever would think I would have to, even when we recreate. Yeah, people have become, I think in Boise with friends and stuff, have become what they call normalized. So they don't see it.
Do you see yourself living in Coeur d'Alene long term, or do you think there's somewhere else in Idaho you might move to?
No,
What do you think?
No, I'm done moving. Yeah,
This is it.
yeah, everything, no matter what. Yeah.
Well, I think that honestly we're really, really happy here in Coeur d'Alene. I think that, I mean, we've said it several times, but just the feel, the friendliness outweighs everything, and that makes a huge difference. And that's, to me, the old Idaho feel. It always has been, it always will be, and no matter what, I feel like it's gonna be, if it can survive everything that Idaho has gone through, then I think it's here to stay.
There's a reason. There's a reason why first responders, veterans, we have a couple that spent 30 years in the CIA. I mean, people like that, they come up here because they know it's tight. It's like a tight little community of people. Yeah, there's different people and there's, you know, but it's way from being in the places around the United States that we've been in our careers and in our lives. This is where we're at. This is where we're staying. Yeah, you can't blast me out of here. It's where we're staying.
Over my dead body.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
What would you tell someone who's torn between the decision of moving to Boise or moving to North Idaho?
If they're an Idaho type person and they believe in Idaho, they can move to Coeur d'Alene. They're welcome. Otherwise, feel free to have a look in Boise. Is that a nice way to put it?
Yeah, that is.
I want to hear his answer.
I'm sure you do.
You'll have to carve that up, and you'll have to shred it in a shredder.
I'll have to use AI
What's
to
your
redo
answer?
it.
What's your answer? Can you do it? Can you do it in less than 30
Don't even
seconds?
come to Idaho. Basically, we're full.
Well, I feel like you guys are the most qualified to say this because you've lived throughout Idaho. I've been here 33 years, but I've never lived down in Meadows, McCall, or Boise.
Yeah.
Right. So if someone's thinking about moving to Idaho, what would you tell them of how they need to be and the values they need to have in order to keep Idaho, Idaho?
Believe in the Second Amendment. The honesty and integrity, I think, is a huge value and standard that Idaho has always had from people that I've grown up with and I've known for a lot of years. And I think that politics are great and it's important to have, but you need to be able to communicate that in a reasonable manner instead of having a lot of off-the-wall ways to deal with the politics. Work through things appropriately.
Discuss it and let the best ideas rise to the top.
Yes, cream to rise to the top.
Yeah.
I think.
Joe and Christy, thank you so much.
Been a pleasure.
I really enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you.
Okay. So now that you've heard from real Idaho natives the differences between Boise and Coeur d'Alene, it should be much easier to decide which place will be a better fit for you. But if it's not, you know how to get a hold of us. Just reach out at the phone number or email address listed below, or scan the QR code and schedule a time to talk with me or my team. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment in the comment section letting me know which place you think would be better for you, or if there's something you think that I missed on this video, I would love to hear about it. We'll see you later.